angry again!
Poor Tablecom.
Hey everybody, welcome to Absolute Rants. This is where we get mad about things and we bang the table profusely. I'm ruined! I'm joined with, of course, the eternal bringer, the absolute bringer, all bringers, Griffin.
Haven't pulled out my binder in a while.
And the janky variety, the best.
Table banger itself.
Jorge, this seems like the
Jorge.
perfect set for you.
So, today,
I'm not that janky.
usually we talk about, principles of the game, concepts.
Things that are bad.
Things that are bad.
Bushi got drunk on and not were good ideas.
Speaking of things Bushi got drunk on, that brings us to the main topic today. We are talking about a single set that is just
Out. In Japan.
bad. Like, Comic Booster to me is a bad set, but it's a niche set. So
Don't buy it if you don't like it.
don't buy it if you don't like it. It's not a main set. It was built to appeal to a certain audience. Failed at appealing to that audience anyways, but still.
We're sorry.
While the main sets, the GBT sets, are supposed to have good stuff.
A bit for everybody.
So, this is easily one of the worst sets of Vanguard ever produced.
Bushiroad's spread the wealth policy worked about as good as the first one.
At least the first one had interesting clans, and slowly they went up in price. BTO7, Angel Feathers were good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, BTO7, BT11.
Angel Feathers were good. Pale Moon was then proven good.
Yeah, keep supporting the. All right, it's poop. Let's just gloss up the trash can until it works.
Now this
is pod racing.
When debatably the best stride is between a rare and a triple honor.
And the triple honor doesn't have an actual skill that you activate.
It gets a little complex. So we're gonna break this down. So
Do the motion, Jorge.
let's talk about some good sets in Vanguard, and then we'll break it down to some the why this set is bad. We'll break it down by clan. We'll talk to you about why we don't like this set. So good sets are sets that people are gonna buy a lot of, obviously.
Because the cards are usually worth
Because
money.
they're
There's
worth.
a lot of cards that are good.
Now there are sets that have been bought for one card in particular. Set 13. That is not a good set. That was a good card that sold the set. Very different.
Was there anything else in that?
Tetra Drive.
Oh, and the Nubatama thing.
Tetra Drive and Nubatama.
Yeah.
But, nobody bought it for the Nubatama.
No.
They bought the
Grapplers.
Nubatamas.
No grapplers around there.
Reverse and Extreme.
Yeah, well,
but
that was okay.
it was okay. But people bought it for CBD.
Yeah.
Everything else was like... I remember when Set 13 dropped, CBD was like $50. And then everything else was like $4.
14 was worse.
14 was bad, but...
12 was also bad.
Yeah, but the thing is...
No.
Guys, let's stay focused here, and let's talk about... I said that set sold a lot. 14 didn't sell that much.
No.
15 sold a lot, but it also had some good stuff in it.
Duh.
So 13 sold a lot, but it also had a lot of good stuff. GBT01 had a money card, sold a lot because of that money card, but it also had some good stuff along the way.
And then that money card crashed.
And then the money card crashed. Now, a really good set in Vanguard, in my opinion, was BT10. BT10 was a solid set.
Yeah, well.
You had Alfred, minus maybe the Royal Paladins.
Yeah.
But even Ashley, no, Ashley was bad. So Ashley back then was bad. But you had Alfred leading up the gold side.
Yeah.
With that was a grade 2. I forget his name is now. Whatever. And then you had EDD pulling in the other side.
Also Gauntlet Buster in the same set.
Also Gauntlet Buster in the same set.
PG reprints.
We had PG reprints.
Again.
Well, not reprints. We had new PGs.
Oh yeah, they were PGs.
We had new PGs.
I like 11.
Wasn't Genesis released in this set?
Also Genesis.
Genesis released in this set. That was good.
That was why 11 was funny, because 11 had Fortuna.
But it didn't have the rest of them.
Yeah, so you could pull Fortunas and would do that. I really like 11 as well.
Yeah.
11 was great.
11 was great, not as good as 10 though.
No. But 11 was still great. It had like
Angel feathers.
Angel feathers. It had
Good angel feathers.
It had really good angel feathers. It had
Dauntless.
Had Dauntless.
So just for examples purposes, BT10, great set. BT11, good set. BT12, it was okay. BT13,
It was a fine set.
One money card. BT14, terrible.
Yeah.
BT15 good again.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
GPTO1, great set. GPTO2,
Fine set.
Fine set. GPTO3,
Good.
was good.
Geyser.
Geyser and all the other stuff. Also, GPTO4, that stuff.
Had stuff.
GPTO5, nothing.
GPTO5. Well, we'll get to that.
It's a barren waste.
So, the best sets have their money cards, obviously, but they also have good support spread around the set. There's like if you were getting into Genesis, like BT10 had you cut. Well, Genesis is a bad example because that clan was introduced in that set. But if you're building golds, like there you go. If you're building Arakami, there you go.
If you're the Celestials, BT11 had you everything.
Yeah.
If you're playing Kagero, Dauntless had you covered. Don't get the Seal Dragon stuff.
That was so good.
And so a good set spreads its good stuff around the things.
Or it has enough value so that everything gets pulled down just a little bit. So you have like the $25 triple rares as opposed to the $40 triple rares when there's literally nothing else but that card in there. You want the money and the support to be balanced in the set for it to be a great set.
Right. And now that leads us to the next thing I want to talk about in this rant is that Bushiroad left the BT10 mentality and went towards the BT13 mentality and tried to do that. For example, BT13, CBD, BT14, Minerva, BT15, Glendios, BT16, Thingsaver, BT17, The Great, GBTO1, The Cross, GBTO2, Lambros, GBTO3, Geyser, GBTO4, and that's where it starts to break.
No, it got worse. GBTO4, next stage.
Next stage, GBTO5, Excellus. But that's okay. So once they introduce the GR, things get a little complicated.
Yeah, GR's amazing.
But
GR's are worse.
they're artificially creating price.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, we can argue that the money cards in the first sets I mentioned are valuable because they are great cards.
Yes.
Okay? It's not because
It's not because nothing else is good.
or it's not even because that there were artificial scarcities like GRs are.
Mm-hmm.
Where GRs are just less than other cards. So Bushiroad they went from actually producing good sets
That takes so much effort, man.
producing just a really, really good boss card and then some okay stuff for everyone else. To saying, instead of making the boss card super busted, we'll make him okay, but we'll just make him really hard to get.
GPTO4 is not that horrible. Like the
No.
the bug support is super good. The Genesis support is fantastic.
The Genesis support's good. It's an example of a good set.
Yeah, GPTO4 is a good set.
It's a good set.
Because it has value all around.
You need Outmile. You want it damned if you're playing Pure Shadows, but only Pure Shadows. If you want playing Genesis, you got some good stuff.
Good.
Angels finally came alive for a little bit, and Bugs gave you the machining stuff you needed. So
And the strides you needed.
So it was overall a good set. Now, moving into GBTO5, we'll break it down. Narukami.
Why don't we start with the GRs?
Alright, let's start with the GR. There's, two?
Two.
Excellus, which is a GR, is a... Jorge, you play Link Joker. Tell me, what, in this qualification...
Alright, Excellus is a hilarious card because it's a money card to make all money cards. It needs a GR to work. It needs two GRs to work. You need to have a face-up Amnesty Messiah, and then CB1 and flip up another Amnesty Messiah for his skill tool, which is basically unlock all your dudes and then stand them and then do some things. It's a great card, it's a really fine card, still a GR. Then you need two other GRs for it to work. It's like next stage. And you know how much next stage is.
Yeah.
Still $50, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it dropped down to 40-ish now. But still, it's probably one of the cards that's retained its value the longest. Especially when it has technically two different versions of it. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like the fact that did Lambros go down for a little while and then spike back up, or has it stayed pretty consistent?
It started and then went up.
It went up? Okay.
I don't think it's been down.
Alright, that makes sense. It wasn't like a cross where it spiked, tanked,
No.
kind of went up a little bit, tanked, or like Thingsaver. Spiked, tanked, then spiked again.
Then the other one is the Tamer, the Pelmon Tamer.
The Pelmon Tamer.
Which is GB3.
Yeah.
And you put some things in soul and then call some more. It's like, okay, card.
But they go back at the end, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't have the skill off the top of my mind. It's an okay card. I mean, we need to see what Pelmon actually does, but I don't like a GR that's like support for a feature set that it's a kind of okay.
You have to get this now, so please be sure to buy our set so you can buy more stuff later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's basically saying, like, you better buy this now because we're going to get Pelmon for later and you're probably going to need this.
Also, I really don't...
It's like they're forcing the Fortuna mentality.
I also don't like that you need to buy a GR to make your deck work. It's like, Chronos Command, you only needed one Chronos Command. Or two Chronos Command at the most.
Yeah.
Now, next stage, you need 4.
Yeah, that mentality kind of left and starting GBTO2 because wasn't Lambros GR?
No, Triple.
Oh, that's sweet.
The GRs of...
Oh, the GR was yeah.
It's Primavera.
Primavera.
Yeah. There was only one, too.
Yeah, you only need, yeah.
No, there was only one GR.
Yeah, there was only one GR.
Profits are down. Put in more GRs.
It's time for more GRs. Make them even harder to get.
Yeah. Freaking say.
So that's the GRs.
Now the triple rares.
Now let's go talk the triple rares.
Clan by clan, by order. First of all, the good clan. The only one that I can say this card is good.
Go, Jorge.
OTT.
Globe Magus, right? That was it.
Globe Magus.
Globe Magus. Now, I'm going to talk about the skill because I know how much you both love this card, and I'm going to let you guys
That's pretty good.
It's pretty
good.
So, Globe Magus. Obviously, Stride. If you have a Magus Heart, basically, just gets the continuous skill. You can check the top card at any time.
You can look at it.
You can look at the top card at any time.
Yeah, that's it.
At any time.
That's it.
And just to be clear, we've talked about this before. This is at literally any time. Check a trigger. Before you draw, before you do anything, before you give a critter power, you'd be like, hey, yo, hold on a second. The second crit, yeah, we'll put it on the VG. Time to break that to the pass ball.
Surprise.
We're done with attack phase. Before Stride returns, check top to see if that's going to be that heal or a draw that I'll take.
It doesn't matter with the 10k with the Magus, so it's a 5k shield, and if it gets the top right, so it gets 10k more shield.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. Yeah. So you go, boop, oh, look, it's what I said. And there we go.
Now, this is a good card.
Yes.
But there is a problem with this good card.
You need a deck to make it work. You can't play it in everything.
And it's a deck that came out 2 years ago.
Most of it, yeah.
You know how much the card... Okay, I didn't even know if like, the starter or the grade 1 or the grade 2, which hadn't released yet, were even going to be good. I saw Globe Magus, so I'm like, how much are Magus cards? The whole deck will cost me $40? Bet it all on black!
Going in on double zeros, God.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked pretty well.
Might have a deck.
Maybe. But the thing is, I don't like the idea of having, it requires an entire deck, which granted isn't much right now.
You're doing the Nova Grappler thing and reaching all the way back. All the way back with that Diggersby, though. And trying to pull out, oh yeah, remember that set that you never bought because it wasn't good? Well, good luck buying it now. It's like Bushi doesn't really make sense. We'll talk about this in a future rant. The way Bushi supports things doesn't really make sense, as there's a giant disconnect between, here's this good card that will support these really old cards that we don't really have an obligation to support at all.
Maybe it's because sets don't go out of print in Japan as easy to take off print here.
It might be something
Remember
like that, but
packs are cheaper in Japan as well.
that's true, but why would you go all the way back to, what is that, EBO4?
At this point.
At this point, in GBTO5,
Maybe to get stores to clear their stocks on GBO4.
there's no way there's enough of it lying around. People have already been burning that set for warmth by this point. It was 2 years ago. By that point, you
I knew a shop that had like 8 boxes of it, and they were trying to just throw it at people.
It's like that guy who's $20 hexagonal Meg. He says, anyone want to buy them?
It's bad practice. It's like, okay, never mind. I mean, I have a really good analogy, but I'm not going to use it now.
The next one is the Susano Evolution Strider, which is garbage.
Garbage.
It's terrible.
Garbage.
This is what happens when you're like, alright, I've got an idea. Oh, what should it be? Oh, let's support this really old sub-clan. Alright, well, we need another OTT stride. Yeah, just make a boo.
Well, even not that. It's just like, I feel like they really just gave up on Evolution Stride. It's like they were like, we'll make Damned one okay, and we'll make the Outmile one good, but it won't require Outmile at all. And
Sorry
then
for a mile.
The Susano one is like,
Next stage is really good.
it's super bad because it's a persona flip that gets you an unhit skill that you get a deer. You check the top 2 if you hit and put one on the top. And then all your units get 2k. That's it.
That's it.
what a
Bushi.
good.
Bushi, what did I specifically say you shouldn't do? Balance the game! Stop trying! Where is OTT on that little... Okay, go watch Damage Check, and there you'll see this big pie chart that says 25% Shadow Paladins, 26% the next 3 clans. You know where OTT is? It's way over here, in the yellow. Right here. You know how many tops there were? There weren't very many. So what separates this little thing from this big thing? The fact that you're putting 3 extra stipulations on Susanoo's evolution stride. If you said Persona Flip, check 4, do like a Takemikazuchi.
No,
or
you don't even do that.
Check the top 6 or something. Or Lamb
Check top 20, pick 3 cards, let's go!
We're going on the drop zone. We're going in.
Also, since when does OTT give power to the units? Never!
You're going against your own clan mechanic. Because drawing is too good. Oh, but Shadows.
On hit, check 5, add them all. If you have 20 more cards, you win the game. Done!
You can't guard OTT. You need the cards to win.
That's OTT.
Now that's a clan mechanic.
Next up, Nauru.
Narukami. Once again, disappointing.
First of all, let's get the voltage out of the way.
I'm sorry, another evolution stride that's utter crap?
Praise.
Thanks.
First of all, no one played Vanquisher to begin with.
Nobody.
If you have the heart with Vanquisher in its name, you retire and bind something. Then it's a GB3, I think it is. Your units get 2k for each unit in your opponent's bind zone. Let's remind you something, the only cards that actually bind in this freaking clan are Vanquisher. You know what's never gets used?
Vanquisher.
You know what you're not going to use?
Vanquisher.
Does this unit pass the Conquest test?
Absolutely not.
Will you play this over Conquest?
No.
Is this card trash?
Yes.
Why do we play this card?
We don't.
Bushi, do you hate 3s?
Yes. So, yeah. Next.
You're going to open three of these garbage barrage.
It'll be like Goddess of the Sun all over again.
You're gonna open your pack. It's gonna be Susano. It's gonna be Voltage, and it's gonna be the Fencer. We're gonna talk about in a minute. And you're gonna jump off the nearest building. Because you spent $60 and just got 6.
Wow, 6? You're being generous. Mustafa, remember, Mustafa is 86 cents.
And we did our best, boys! So, next up, Finish Blow.
Finish blow.
Triple R.
It's a persona flip, or you just flip a...
you flip anything. It's not
you flip anything. This unit gets a skill, basically gets Gauntlet Buster skill. Then you have a hard with Gauntlet Buster in his card and you marry third.
Guys, what set did that come out in? Was that recent?
That was BT10.
Oh yeah, man, that's a really long time ago. Why would they print this?
You know what? Not only that, why only Gauntlet Buster?
Why not Descendant?
Why not Erats as in general? Why Gauntlet Buster?
I think he needs some help. We didn't balance the game for 3 years ago. Oops.
Oopsie.
Oopsie daisies.
This card you run as a 1-off at the most. And that's about it.
Good talk, everybody.
Good talk, everybody. Next up.
Can we talk about my $1.50 boss monster?
Next up, we have. Don't we have the Link Joker stuff? Yeah, Link Joker stuff.
Yeah, we have Chaos Universe.
Chaos Universe, which is okay.
Chaos Universe is good. We talked about it in Damage Check. Solid card.
It's a good solid card.
Not great. Not the second coming of Reverse Kai that we all needed. By the way, when I point over here, that's because over here there's a poster of BT13 because it is it's CBD and he's sexy and I love him. And so, but it was not.
How second friend before it?
It was not the second coming of Reverse Kai we all know we wanted, even though he did beat the shit out of Shion. And we liked that.
It was great.
But that was Overlords. It was good, but it wasn't great because of the same reason Ryan keeps talking about. What are they trying to do?
Oh, they're trying to balance it all the way back.
The ship has sank. The Hindenburg has crashed into the Titanic. They're both going down. You turned it. Bushiroad, pull out the violins. It's been an honor. Let's go.
And now Bushiroad is serving them tea in the middle of the flames. Here's your BT-13, sir.
This is fine. Everything is fine. I am okay with this.
Hindenburg, Titanic, time to pull the violins and have a nice tune to go down to. Instead, I get Chaos Universe.
We are dressed in our best and prepared to go down.
So,
Next up, Dark Zone.
Dark Zone. So,
Pemon, which has 3.
okay, which one?
Pemon.
So Pelmoon, you can go to that one because you know more about Pelmoon.
Pemon has.
Right, get back up here.
I'm drowning.
I'll never leave you, Jack.
Pemon has the Persona.
There was enough room for them on that door. Let's be real.
It has the Persona Flip Stride, which is not extract, which is okay. You get to put 2 things in, and then you put 3 things in, I think it is, and then you pull 2 out, and then if they're GB3, you get a crit, so it can be your first stride
Right.
to build and stuff, which is okay. It has Nightmare Door Catherine, which only works with Nightmare Door Alice.
Oh wow, does that set 3?
That is set 3.
Oh man.
And it only works with Nightmare Door Alice. In fact, Nightmare Door Alice has all night of support just for Nightmare Door Alice and no other Nightmare Doors.
I hate the Lukier thing.
This is worse.
Balance everything based on this one card that was released a long time ago. Wasn't worth any money at the time, but now is worth big bucks.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Genuinely upset.
and finally, the cherry on top. I might be using some, but the cherry on top, the Gear Chronicle one.
The rare.
And we thought that we were done with the time of triple R grade 2s.
Oh yeah, we did get that.
The Fencer with Time Leap.
It's a 9K grade 2 as a triple R. When you call this Time Leap something.
Sweet.
Does that sound good to you? No, that's double rare skill.
It's also
friend.
GB1. Let's keep talking about the GB1 life.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a triple rare. You're going to open this, you're going to open Voltage,
It'll
and
be
you're
like Sheedan all over again. No, next, don't watch this video, Bushi. You'll balance Desert Gunners next.
you're going to open this, you're going to open Voltage, and you're going to open some other poopy thing. You're going to open Nightmare Dog Catherine.
Enjoy your.
Also, the only issue I have with the Pale Moon stuff is that they go back into the soul.
They balanced it.
It's
They shouldn't have done
They
that.
should have done that.
Let Palmer have some advantage.
Now, on to the double rares. There's nothing of value there.
Oh, let's go to the single rares. Single rares. Single rares.
Not only that,
Single rares.
here's another super annoying thing. Lady Battler of the White Dwarf. The promo
Is a double R. Yeah, the promo from the Bushiroad World Championship. So you can have a $20, what was like a $20 promo, or what could be like $15, $10 double R.
Wait, they're not $20 anymore. They're $5.
They're $5 now.
They're $5.
Why your value?
They're going to be $2 paper rares.
Yeah, they're gonna be $2 double rares.
Double rares.
$2 double rares.
So I love Bush's run.
Here's what pissed me off about this, though. Okay, so they're willing to make it foil, but only if it comes in a set. But not if I mean, this is a lot of fake. This isn't me being entitled here. I clearly know that I don't give a crap because they had to produce a lot more than Battlers, so clearly they didn't foil it. But I drove a long time to get that promo, and they couldn't have foiled it for me.
I mean, they for Regalia. They for guarantee. They full guarantee, so they can actually foil.
Yeah, but Battle of the White Dwarf, they had to produce a lot more of Battle of the White Dwarf.
I guess.
Questionably, because
I guess, but I mean, still, they printed the Maiden as a common.
That's not the point. It's the principle.
Principle of the thing.
So,
You wasted a double or slot on a card that already existed.
talk about my goddamn single arm.
Alright, yeah, sure. The singular G Chronicle Stride, the actual Ghost Stride in the game. CB1, you choose one of your opponent's graveyards, and you put it on the bottom. And for this turn, your opponent cannot guard with that same grade.
Wait, Jorge, can I get a first stride?
First stride!
Question easily Gear Chronicles' best first stride ever.
Oh yes.
Questionably one of the best first strides in game.
I can cheese you out right now. Let's go. No PG for you.
Oh, no, man, better. Yo, I hear you like your Judge Bell. No mercy. Time for that to go back in the deck, and I got Tom now.
Gone. You know what's really nice? Another Ragnar clock.
Time to run 8 Ragnar clock. No, I'm kidding. But
Do you know what's funny about this, guys? This could have been the triple R, and the triple R could have been a rare. And none of us will be whining right now.
None clicks.
that rare really could be a triple R, and I would be like, honestly,
$1.50.
we could have put that one in the GR slot, move the GR slot into like a triple R, and put Alice as a rare.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, this is all okay.
But no.
So does this set sound good to you? Because it sure as hell doesn't sound good to us.
And we get some decent Mega stuff along the way, like the 10
they're
one,
commons.
and they're commons. So like, you're not buying the set for those. If you are, like, what are
sorry.
you doing, kid?
Did you buy a box?
Well, guys, that was GBT05. We're angry. You got the idea.
I hate this set.
It's bad, but actually,
$50 Chronicle strats.
before we continue, before we fully close out, I will say this is the part 1 of a 2-part rant. Actually, this is just the rant of introducing sets and what we think makes a good set, stuff like that. Next, we're going to talk about Bushiroad's policy on sets in general, and
We hate it.
we're not a big fan. So
That's us. See you.
that's Team Absolution. We'll talk to you later. If you'd like, check us out on Facebook, all those social media places,
Subscribe to my Twitch channel.
and we'll see you next time with Team Absolution. Peace.